Oh my god, guys. So I have been having the worst week ever in World of Tanks this week. It has been so trolling. I've been hit by blind shots. I've been blocked by enemy, pushed out of bushes in a light tank by an enemy in a medium, hit multiple times going full speed with a light tank and killed by arty. The games have not been so bad for me since I've come back to the game. I think this session I'm about 30 games in, 47% win rate, 1600 WN8. So really kind of dreadful score compared to what I'm used to. And I don't know if it's, I think basically what it is, I've been really busy this week. And every time I play, I always feel like I should be doing something else. I'm getting frustrated and getting annoyed and not thinking straight. And I'm not thinking clever. And I was playing in this last night and I thought, right, this is the last game before bed. I'm going to play my favourite tank right now, which is the ELC, my gun carrier fit. Now, one thing I noticed was my gun carrier fit has a directive that you can only buy with bonds, the one for the vert stab. There's only one of them left. I don't want to use up any more bonds. So I thought, you know what, let's try something different. So I put in a directive, because it's a premium tank, right? I think if I can buy directives with credits, great. So I put the one in that's 6 cents. So I get told 1 second after I'm spotted, I think it is, or a second before. I can't remember if normal's 2, then you get told 1 second after. If normal's 3, you get told 2 seconds after. In any case, you get told that you've been spotted a second earlier, and I think that can make all the difference. Anyway, so I pulled into this map. Here we are, and we're in Serene Coast. Serene Coast is one of these ones that I used to do really well on. The meta's kind of changed since I've been away. I keep trying a nice little early run through the dip and up the B kind of 3-4 area. Depending upon what I see, depends if I have much joy with that. Had a few failed attempts at that this session, because I keep getting this map. And I thought, I'm going to do something completely different. I want to do a different play in this light tank. I can remember a play where there used to be quite a thick bush down the coastline years ago. And I don't think it's there now, but I thought, maybe what I'll try to do, lead off by spotting down by the water, react to what I see on the map. Because you can't kind of plan too deep into the game, because you've got to react to what you see. If anyone teaches you that you should do A, B, and C, you can kind of follow a skeletal plan and manipulate an overall plan. You do have to react a little bit as well. So off I go, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to go and find a nice little spot down by the water and see what I can spot. Now, them trees and them bushes there is the obvious place. But I thought, no, what I want to do is see if I can get a little bit further forwards. So there's a bush there and a tree, and that's the spot I want to go. Because I don't think that's going to be expected. There's a bit of a gamble pushing the tree down, but it's going to give me a nice little bit of cover. I can pull back and I've got this ridge. And I've spotted a load of stuff already. So that's super cool. So we've got a T44 there. And we've got a T34 and a Scorpion G that I've spotted. And already I've earned 388 assistance damage. So that's cool. Now every essence in my body through this whole thing was saying, oh, I put a shot in, but I know I'll be spotted, right? But look, some more spots are coming in, some damage is coming in, 400 odd on the T44, 400 odd on the SU. Now the Scorpion G's been spotted. Now I've spotted some heavy tanks there. So I'm thinking, okay, 1627 already. We're, just over a minute in. So that's good. That's good. Let's just hold here a little while longer. There's the T34. He's decided to skedaddle out. Now, the layout of the land on this map so far is the mediums have gone up onto the west flank, which you can, guess right. That's what they typically do. Nice 900 damage into the T26E4 there. We've got a lovely group of tank destroyers at the back there, all in sniping positions. And when I saw that, I thought, cool, this could really work out well. They've got one more heavy tank than us. And again, that's another reason why I wanted to support this area, because, we don't want to lose this flank. I couldn't help myself there. I decided to shoot the Borsig. Turns out I'm all right. I actually got away with that. Nothing's really in spotting range for me to see me when I fired that shot. So I thought, okay, that's good. Put a little bit of damage in. I'm already up to almost 3,000 assistance damage now. So that's really cool. I'm really happy with that. And the game's going to plan. It turns out it's a good job that this is the case, because we have actually lost 2 tier 8 tanks. It's an all tier 8 game. And they've lost 1. So they've lost a lot of damage, but we've lost 2 whole tanks. We've had 2 guns removed from the game, and that's not good. So I'm up to 3k spotting now with 214 damage, and I'm feeling good about this. But these guys are coming across now. You know, they are coming this way. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I've got to have a plan soon. You know, I've got to have a plan to what I'm going to do. And I feel what I was probably going to do is just pull back a little bit and see what's going on. Now I'm thinking, shall I, shan't I? I'm going to pull back again and see if I can get this shot and not get spotted. Damn, missed. Now I'm spotted. Put the second one in because I can. And now I'm going to wiggle around by this dip. And just keep on the move, make it hard for me to hit. Until I lose my spot. It'll only be another 3 or 4 seconds and I won't be able to be seen by them anymore, and I can carry on doing what I'm doing. But I do now have to be careful because blind shots will come into this tree area. So here's the 50 TP there. Now that's my cue to get out of here. That is my cue to, you know, they're up on you now, Pete. Get out of here before it's too late. You'll get tracked and you'll get sniped. So I'm going to pull back to this position here. And I'm not going to run straight away because there could be another few shots for me to have here. I'm just going to try and lose my spot because I got spotted. And now I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm kind of getting surrounded a little bit here. You've got the 50 TP and the 110 coming that way. You've got a Mutz going the other way. You've got a Scorpion G, a Rev, and a T44 in sniping position. So I do need to be a bit careful. I'm up to 4,519 spotting damage, which is great. And I've put in just under 500 damage. So I do want to get my damage up a little bit higher. But as far as Mark of Excellence is concerned, I've nailed this game already. There's the T34. I've got a hit and run gun. I've got 3 shots loaded. I'm going to take this guy out. This is my goal. 1. Next one. Now, I fired that just as I went over the hill. Unlucky. And put the next one into him. I used auto aim. I could see that I was hitting a point where I could penetrate. So I felt quite happy about that. Now I need to go and lose my spot again, get some ground in between me and the enemy. And unfortunately, the 50 TP just really hit me with a hard shot. But what I want to do is I want to take out that Mutz. He's my next target. Taking guns out of the game. This is what I want to do. Okay, here he is. Now, what's this by me here? Is this an Indian Panzer? He's pulling backwards. He gets taken out. The Mutz don't know I'm here. So I'm able just to finish him off nicely. And that's another gun I've removed from the game. So that's good. I'm up to 4,800 assistant damage now. It's 8-8 apiece. So imagine if I hadn't have had this, benefit to the game. This would be going really wrong now on this flank. So there's some low hit point tanks here. There's a Scorpion G there. And another one I've just noticed on the minimap over at E4. Who's on even less hit points. So I can take some guns out of the game here. There's the Scorpion G removed. I've got 1 shot left. I'm not going to reload because what I'm thinking I can do is just get a nice little angle, as skill would say. I can craft an angle on this other Scorpion G here. I can use the bush right in front of me to spot him up and I can take him out. Now, I get spotted here. I think he spotted me. He's not looking at me. I managed to get the shot in and now I'm going to pull back. Nice. So now we've taken the lead and this has gone from a game that's looking like perhaps that we might not win, or it could be close, to a game that we could win, or we are winning now and we're going to win. So what this is about now is getting the most amount of damage out of the game possible. But again, I'm on 535 hit points, so it's not like I can run in like a complete noob, because that Rev will hit me for 400 and something, and that will leave me as a 1 shot. And the next thing you know, and also I hadn't been surviving many games. So I've been trying to work on my survival rate, because even games where I win and I get a good score, because I race for damage at the end and I tend to Leroy in to get that last few shots in, I often get killed in the process. I never tend to do that before I know the game's won now, right? So, but look, I got a shot here, but I didn't want to give my position away because of the WZ. I thought if I shot him there, you know, that WZ could blast one straight into me. It only takes him to track me. And then the Rev could just pull back and just finish me off. So I thought at the moment, probably better value just me spotting. Turns out I didn't actually spot him in the first place. And that was quite gutting because I thought I was going to get about 500 damage for that. And I didn't. In the assistance damage. But now I'm trying to get a position on this WZ. He doesn't know I'm here. I'm going to try and come into this bush and spot him over by the base. I don't know if he's there now. He could well have relocated. I was half expecting him to be in the bushes at the back where the artillery normally sits. But it turns out he's just there to my right. And he's full hit points, so that's nice. He's spotted me, so I kind of got to get in near him now. But going over this railway and that, I've got a shot there. Now, I messed up my auto aim there, and I auto aimed when I actually had it. So I only got 2 shots into him now, and he's going to try and get a shot into me. I bounced a shot and he misses, so that's good. Now I can disengage, get some distance between me and him, and lose my spot and see what I can do. But right now there's 3 of us left, a Scorp G, a WZ and an ELC even 90. It looks like the WZ and our team is sat at the back there waiting for that 110, which isn't a bad plan. But to be honest, if I was him, I probably would have wanted to push forward and see if I can get a bit more damage. Now this WZ's decided to disengage. He's going to come for me. I'm going to use my mobility and I'm going to just shoot him on the move there without using auto aim. Nice aimed shot and just take him out of the game. Now I have told, if you haven't seen my gun carrier fit for this tank, it makes the gun really lethal and accurate on the move. Obviously, I'm having to play a watered down version of that now because I don't want to spend any bonds on the directive for the vert stabs. So it's not quite as good. But what I miss in a little bit of gun handling, I'm getting by the spotting awareness. Now, you know, being told a second earlier that you've been spotted could definitely be the difference between life and death, and having lots of hit points and not having lots of hit points, especially if you're camping in a bush or passive scouting or something like that. It'd be nice to know, you know, there's no way of working it out, but it would be nice to know how much damage that saved. You know, yeah. So I'm going to play some games with that directive in. It's going to cost me 20,000 a game, which means with my tea and things I drink, it's going to cost 40,000 a game. But this is a premium tank, so I can afford that. And although I have loaded premium ammo now for the finishing this tank off, I typically don't fire gold unless I absolutely have to. So I'm in one of these positions where, you know, I think I would prefer to use a bit of tea and a directive than just shoot gold. Although I know and I understand gold, you know, definitely has its place. Okay, here's the 110. He actually gone back to his base. The WZ on our team's pushing forwards. The Scorpion G's going around. I've got a nice shot there. He's pulled forwards. Now I haven't got a shot. I'm thinking, should I reload so I've got enough to finish him? And then I'm thinking, well, I could reload and he could come back and I could, you know, this battle could kick off between him and the Scorpion and I wouldn't have reloaded in time. If the Scorpion hits him with one shot, I should be able to finish him off. So I'm going to keep these 2 loading in the magazine now and see what happens. I'm going to pull forward. The Scorpion has just looked like missed a shot. He's going to go round and try to hit the Scorpion. It's real touch and go here now. The Scorpion hasn't got a terribly long reload. He hits the Scorpion. He doesn't quite finish him off. The Scorpion did land a hit, and now he's enough hit points so I can finish him off. So I'm going to come round. He finishes off the Scorpion. I'm going to put 1 into him there. As soon as I see him, nice little shot and finish him off there. Wow. So this was a really, really cool game, and it was so nice to finish the game off with a Top Gun or Warrior medal. I don't know what it's called now. It don't seem to be called Top Gun. It just popped up Warrior there. 6 kills. 6,000 something WN8, which is really nice. It means I'm putting a good bit of damage for my tank. And my final damage and assistance was 4,800. So combined, I think I done about, there's the Ace Tanker badge, got myself a level 1 decal receive for Ace Tanker. Combined, I believe 2,400 add 4,800 is 6,000, 7,200. So yeah, it's between 7,000 and 7,500 damage combined, which is a lovely game for the ELC even 90. But it's a really nice game for the ELC even 90 if you like playing that. It's a tank that isn't the easiest tank to play. Okay, it's an advanced light tank player's tank in my opinion, unless you don't care about damage, when you can just get it and use it passively, fit it up with a camo net, binos and optics, and have it sat in a bush. You know, I like to have offensive options, and I felt that with the kind of like scout fit up with that, the gun is just so inconsistent, and the aim time isn't consistent with the reload. So with the fit I have, the aim time is consistent with the reload, so that's great. So I'm putting in 3 fully aimed shots each time. And I'm finding that on the move it's a lot better, and I'm having a lot better fun with it. Earning a lot more credits because I'm getting a lot of damage and spotting damage. But the Serene Coast aspect to this map, this is Serene Coast. It's from that spawn down in the bottom there, and you can go to that spot and get a hell of a load of spotting damage. And don't forget, you could always use them bushes we saw that, you know, I went a bit further forwards and got in that tree, knocked that tree down. However, you could use them really thick bushes and trees over on that other bit there. You know, arguably you could have knocked them trees down on that hump that we saw earlier, and you might even be safe to fire from there too. But what I did in this game was slightly different, and I hope that can help you out in your light tank gameplay on Serene Coast. And I also hope this game can help you out if you're into playing your even 90. If you haven't noticed, down on the bottom of the screen is my links to my history company. I run a history non-profit company that teaches kids wonderful things about history. I revisit schools and do all sorts of amazing things. Here's a short video all about that.
History has the power to change lives. History Kids is a community campaign with a single goal: to bring the transformative power of history to schools across the country, to give our schools the help and assistance they need to take children and transform them into a Roman, a smuggler, an adventurer, to give them the chance to go back in time, discover connections between past and present, and build foundations from which they can confidently lead their lives. Join the History Project in supporting the History Kids today. Allow us to give children educational history experiences they will never forget, and memories that will last them a lifetime.
Okay, thanks for watching that short video all about my history project. If you wouldn't mind giving us a like and a subscribe, that'd be really fantastic. And until next time, enjoy your day. Bye-bye.